honest, I'm new to property flipping. I've spent most of my life in business, building businesses, being the strategic partner in businesses, also consulting and developing strategy for other companies over my career. That's been my main career. And along that journey, I've been collecting, I'd say, investment properties. So that's what I've been doing. And then I sold out all my businesses quite a number of years ago now, and I've just been consulting and really having a look around to see what I could do in property and what I wanted to achieve, and I wasn't quite sure how to go ahead with that. So it was great to jump in with property lovers to really see what options were on the table and what we could do with that, and really what would just really pique my interest. And so I set up a property company last year and did my first flip, which was fantastic. Yeah, I'm either looking at to split land titles or another splitter. So potential duplex. I'm actually looking one at the moment. We've got some offers in on it, so we'll see. So either a duplex to split the titles, strata the titles, and do a renovation and flip, or maybe if there's some opportunities out there to actually split off the land and sell the land off. I've always been interested in property. However, my desire to build business was way more passionate at the time. And as I started to sort of step into retirement, I could feel the fidgetiness of me wanting to do more. And what I wanted to do was really understand, well, if I'm going to do something, what is that going to look like? And how am I going to get the leverage from it? Because I didn't want to go back into doing. I really wanted to go back into a project-based environment that could have a great return, learn a whole new bunch of tricks, and really make sure I leverage my time. So that was really what was the turning point, was to actually understand what I could do and how that could be done. Nature is probably my go-to place. I love being in nature. I've actually just recently moved up the coast to Byron, so it doesn't get any better than that for me now. I've brought the philosophy of the mentors that I've worked with through my business career and through building businesses, and I've brought it into this, and I've seen that it's just been the best thing for me to do, is the power of leveraging my time, leveraging my skill set, leveraging my time through people who know far more about this than me. So really, I spent 8 or 9 months bringing people through that I knew would really be able to support me every step of the way, and bringing those experts through the door for me to give me really great advice, point me in the right direction, show me what great returns I could get, and how I could really leverage my time through the entire process. And that first property that I did was literally a reflection of that. And so we project planned it all out, and all the way through, it's how could I improve this? How could I speed this up? Who else do I need on my team? So bringing through from my business career, bringing through that power of leverage. I just feel really grounded in nature, and I'm invigorated, and it's a wonderful place, a starting point of my day. So I love to recharge in nature. I think for me at this stage has been the ability to borrow, sorry, at my age. That's been the frustrating part. And that literally took about, I had to change an awful lot around to actually make that happen from the very beginning. And so that's the frustration, but I never quit. So there's always new ways to move forward. And And it's taught me to just be more resilient and look in more places. You know, don't be told no, you can't do it. Find another way. Well, it's just nature, really. I'm in a lovely time in my life. I love to travel. I love to see untouched parts of the world off the beaten track. I'm up mountains. I'm in wilderness, in foreign countries, developing countries, exploring all those environments. And you know, part of the process for me is was to come up to Byron Bay and get out of the city and you know just be in a beautiful part of the world as well and just stay grounded in all this crazy chaos that we're experiencing. Oh, I was looking at that question. What would I tell my younger self? Well, here's what I would tell my younger self. Learn the power of leverage the moment you've learned how to walk. Life is not about doing. That just keeps you locked into a system of working harder and harder and harder and harder. Find the right people, get the people around you, and you fly. Life becomes so much easier, and the return that you bring back to yourself is just so much greater. Definitely finding hidden gems. I'm enjoying that process. That's really cool. And I've got some really lovely people that are supporting me with that too, which makes it even more exciting. And I guess the other thrill is getting it all done and complete and selling it and getting such a great return. That's just wonderful, a wonderful celebration. Yeah, okay, morning ritual. Basically, I get up, I set my intentions for the day, I meditate. If I've got time, I go for a walk along the beach. And if I haven't, I'll literally just set my intentions and I'll do a brief meditation, just be present and in stillness for a short while, and I'm off, really. That's it. Well, it's it's a wonderful opportunity for me to do something new and learn a whole bunch of new stuff to just really help me accelerate my path, my journey in life. And I love bringing in a whole bunch of new people, learning a whole new way of delivering, getting return on investment. I'm really enjoying it, and the fact that I can, you know, leverage my time through that is just lovely because that brings more time back to me to really enjoy my life. I mean, I'm in the very early stages, so I feel like I'm in that honeymoon period of okay, let's go, what's next? I'm sure more seasoned property entrepreneurs would probably have a different outcome and raise an eyebrow, but I'm still very excited. I'm loving it. I feel like I'm right at the beginning, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what's coming next.